Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for February 3rd, 2016. We're going to have a warm front that's going to push through this morning. It's going to have a very warm surge of air with that. We're going to have temperatures well above normal here. They're going to be ahead of this cold front that's going to be moving in this evening, and we're going to have a decent amount of rain coming with it. Now, one of the concerns we have, some areas across our coverage area still are under a pretty deep snow cover. Matter of fact, this is an image we put up on the Facebook page yesterday. It was a visual satellite yesterday afternoon, but there was no clouds in the sky. So all this white that you're seeing here from the lower Susquehanna Valley all the way down into northern Maryland and straight across east central Pennsylvania into New Jersey, this is all snow cover. So this area here that I'm circling is all the snow cover image from the satellite, and is also the areas that we're most concerned about with the potential for flooding today. So just the combination of the high temperatures, the snow melt, and then the heavy rain coming in will lead to those local and urbanized areas of flooding here. Area low pressure moving up through the Great Lakes into southeastern Canada will continue to do so. That's going to bring this cold front eastward. And I think the heaviest part of this rain will come in the afternoon hours for most. We might have it a little bit earlier start out in our western areas and lasting a little bit later into the early evening hours for areas further east here, like shown here. But this is going to be probably about a 4 to 6 hour window where you have that opportunity for the heavy rain, and then showers on either side of that window. For the heaviest of the rain here. With those heavy rains, there could also be some high wind gusts. Wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour will be possible today at times with those heavier rain bands. So a lot of windy conditions up in the mid-level. So when you get heavy rain, sometimes those winds can be brought down into the surface. And that is what we're looking at for this afternoon here. But their primary concern, again, across the areas that have the snow cover, with the rapid melting going on with the heavy rain, the combination of the two could lead to some localized urban flooding. So this frontal boundary will move off the coast and set up for a nice couple of days here from Thursday and beyond. Not looking at any precipitation this period. Temperatures are going to remain slightly above normal during that period. We're not going to go below normal. This cold front will bring in some colder air behind it, but not cold relative to what it will be tomorrow. So. What it will be on Wednesday, I'm sorry. And then after the cold air comes in here, it's going to be just slightly above normal for this time of year. We're going to watch this system offshore here. It does look like it remains offshore. We'll have to watch an area of development right along this frontal boundary here, as the frontal boundary is not going to be moving away too fast. So it might get clipped here in South New Jersey and Delaware if some models are correct. We're not really sold on that idea, but we'll keep an eye on it. Again, that's for Friday. If this were to happen, Thursday night and Friday might get clipped here. With a little bit of precipitation from that offshore low, but I think most of the area stays away from any of that, and we just remain partly cloudy elsewhere. So we're going to stay seasonably chilly through the weekend here. Just talking about temperatures just slightly above normal, and then we're going to be heading into an interesting period here. We're going to have an area low pressure moving up to the north here on Sunday. It's going to have a cold front that's going to be attached to it. That's going to drop down. Once this cold front moves through, not bringing any precipitation with it, doesn't look like, maybe a few flurries in our northern counties, but there's going to be a real cold shot of air coming in with this frontal boundary sagging to the south here. And by doing that, it's going to set the stage for our potential for next week. We are seeing a potential for some storminess, and it looks like it would be snow and a high ratio of snow if it were to hit. So that's the dry, powdery, fluffy type snow if we would get it. So it doesn't take much moisture to squeeze out several inches of snow out of it, even if it is just a light event. You can turn something that would normally be a 1 to 3 inch snowfall into a 2 to 4 or 3 to 6 inch snowfall just by having those higher ratios. So that's what it's looking like just in the general setup right now. But we do have a couple different models showing a couple different things. Not a tremendous amount of moisture with it in most cases. Not a tremendous amount of moisture. This would be Monday night into the day. On Tuesday is the one time frame we're looking at. We have one system diving down here from the northwest across the Great Lakes, and another one coming across the south here. And depending on what happens with this system, we might be dealing with something that just could be a light to moderate event, or it could be something significant. So we'll just have to wait and see how the models handle this. It does look like there's a transfer of energy from one system to another. or perhaps another piece of southern energy coming around the base of the trough in conjunction with a clipper type system moving through the Great Lakes. So a lot of different possibilities with this. We have a lot of time to look at it. So just look at the time frame anywhere between late Monday and we'll say Wednesday. Late Monday and Wednesday to be a possible storm. Does not mean it's going to be a large storm, but it does have the potential to drop at least some accumulations of snow and high ratio snows of that during that period. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for February 3rd, 2016. Have a great have a great Wednesday.